One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today.
Hello. Good afternoon. It is afternoon here in Arizona, and it is like 99 degrees. And y'all, so I'm in the car that I rented, and it has a phone holder. However, I can't put my phone in that phone holder. My phone is going to overheat. My phone is overheating just sitting in the car. Like, what they don't understand is I have a vent clip. I have a vent clip that clips onto the vent, and my phone magnetically attaches to that vent clip. That's how I keep my phone cool in the summer. And I don't know what these people are doing, because it's Arizona. Why don't you have a vent clip for the phone holder? Because the phone is burnt up. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know why they have that. And it's not like it's ever winter here. So I don't know what that is. But anyway, I just wanted to come on really quickly. I got about 8 minutes to talk to y'all about something. And it's really as simple as this. You cannot help a person. Like, you cannot participate in a... They left their lights on. I don't know if they know that. The people next to me left their lights on. Now, I don't know if they left their car on. They might have left their car on. Because when I tell y'all, it's hot. It is hot as Hades here. But they might have left their car on, got the air on. But when I tell y'all, you cannot try to participate in someone's rescue that don't want to be rescued. And some of y'all may have friends. You may have girlfriends, or heck, you may have guy friends where you can see clear as day. Look, everybody can see clear as day that their relationship is toxic but them. Like, it's sad to me because, and let me just say this. You know, I wanna extend people grace, and I want to, I want to have compassion, right? I'm naturally compassionate. I'm naturally full of grace for people. But I'm just going to let you know this. The way my sign is wired, there are limitations. There are limitations to that, right? There's limitations to, me feeling bad, me feeling sorry. Like, I have limitations, especially when it's you that keeps returning to the foolishness. Like, when you keep entertaining the same person that hurt your little heart, that hurt your little soul over and over, don't come back to me. Don't come back to me about this person. I can only take so much. Like, I want to believe I have endless compassion for that, but I really don't. I really don't, y'all. I be getting annoyed. I be getting irritated. And look, they come to you and they want you to help them and, be my accountability partner, and I'm going to go no contact. You right. I need to just go no contact. I need to just leave this person alone, right? And you like, okay, so you thinking this is it. So every time I want to text them, I'm going to text you. And every time I want to call them, I'm going to call you. And I'm like, okay, all right, bet. And look, two weeks go by. And things seem to be going okay, but 2 weeks go by. And then them calls and them texts are getting less and less. And you already know what time it is. You already know they back talking to that person. They back seeing that person. And look, they all up in your face. When it ain't working out, they all, what you doing? Can I come over? Or you want to go get something to eat? They all in your face. And then you know that little sneaky link is back when them calls to you start getting less and less. When them texts start getting less and less, when them nights where they would, text you or call you, no, you don't get no call, you don't get no text, because guess what? That sneaky link is back. And I have so much compassion and so much, grace and love for people, but at the same time, I'd be annoyed. Like, I'd be mad annoyed. Like, you know what? And this what I be telling my close friends, because I don't know any other way. I don't know any other way than to be honest. I tell my own kids this. Like, I love you, and the reason why, I'm telling you this in this way is because of love. Because I'm a big believer in, I don't let people sit in their mess. I love you too much to sit in your mess. And so, look, the calls get less, and the going outs get less, and the coming overs get less, and you know what time it is, right? That sneaky link is back. That person is back. And so you just straight up like, okay, and I always tell my friends, you have the right to do whatever it is you're going to do. You can go back to that person 11 times, and you can be with them, and you have the right to do what you're going to do. But here's what you ain't going to do. Like, this the boundary that I set. Here's what you ain't going to do. You're not going to call me if things go left. Like, you're not going to call me. You're not going to call me crying. You're not going to call me complaining. You're not going to call me trying to figure out what's going on. You're not even going to call me when, look, it don't even have to go left. It can be as simple as they back with the person, but because nothing has really changed in this situation, they're going to start to feel frustrated again. They're going to start to feel a way again and feel frustrated, like, this really ain't different. This person is still doing the same thing. They still up to the same old tricks, right? That's when they want to call you again. That's when they want to text you, when they're frustrated with the situation that they're in or the person that they're with. That's what you ain't going to do. You're going to be right there with them, putting up with the same mess you put up with the last 5 times, frustrated, and you're going to talk to yourself about that. You're not going to talk to me about that again. Because, again, nothing has changed. The person has not changed. They're not doing anything different. Y'all are having the same relationship y'all had the last time, and where did that get you? Broke up. And then, look, how about this? I have friends where, this is my advice every time when you're going back to an ex. When you want to entertain an ex, this is what I say every single time. One, the caveat is you do not entertain an ex that has abused you. That's it. Cut and dry. Okay? You don't like it, you ain't got to listen to it. You should not be returning to an ex that has abused you. You a fool for doing that. Okay? There ain't that level of change in the world. If that person abused you in any way, shape, or form, you need to leave them alone. Now, if y'all schedules was busy, or your kids' schedules, or you was going through something, they was going through something, or, what, the millions of reasons why people don't work out, okay? Other than abuse. Fine. It don't work out, you go your separate ways. But this is what I tell people when they want to entertain an ex. The first conversation, really the first 3 conversations that you need to have is what happened. So what happened? What happened the last time? And you need to let that person tell you what happened on their end. From their perspective, what happened that led to us not talking no more? What happened to us not being together no more? What led to that? Here's what happened on my end, right? So I'm going to say what happened on my end. You're going to tell me what happened on your end. That's the first conversation. The second conversation is, what we going to do different this time? Well, how we going to be different? What you going to do different on your end? Here's what I'm going to do different on my end. That's the second conversation. Okay? The third conversation is, I want to ease back into this. I don't want there to be any sexual intimacy. I don't want there to be any, jumping over to the house right away, or me coming over to your house right away. I want to ease back into this. I want to go out and go on some dates. I want to talk on the phone. I want to FaceTime. And I want to kind of ease back into this. And that third conversation should also include what has happened. Ooh, and y'all, this is underrated. People don't talk about this third conversation enough. What happened in the time that we wasn't together? What did you do? Who have you been with? Here's what I did. Here's who I have been with. That is the conversation that we don't have enough. Y'all jump right back into being with this person, and look, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years. 5 years has passed. And you're not a little bit curious as to what they've been doing and who they've been doing it with? That's a mistake, because that's the type of stuff that's going to bite you in the end. You need to know, what have you been doing and who have you been doing it with? Please have that third conversation. We're going to ease into this. And as we doing that, you're going to tell me what you've been doing for this X amount of time that we have not been together. Okay? And the only exception to that is maybe, and it's a great big maybe, if it's been like 30 days. So if you and the ex broke up 30 days ago, and now they coming back around, okay, maybe that conversation is not necessary, but sad to say, for some of y'all it is. Because there's people out here that will break up, and the next day, they will be up in somebody else's face or in somebody else's bed. So maybe if 30 days has passed, I might not have that third conversation about what you've been doing and who you've been doing it with. But if I know myself, I probably still gonna ask. But if it's been more than 30 days, you need to ask that person. So what you been doing? What's been happening? Let them catch you up. Let them tell you what they've been doing and who they've been doing it with. So there's no surprises. So you're not, getting any texts in the middle of, they not getting any texts in the middle of the night, calls in the middle of the night. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And then here you go, feeling away, and knowing good and well y'all wasn't together. So can you really feel away? Y'all wasn't together, but you still feel away. So please be transparent, be honest, be open with each other, and have those 3 conversations. Those 3 conversations are absolutely necessary. And nobody's doing this. Nobody's doing this. Y'all are just so happy, so glad that the person is back, especially out here the way it is now. Y'all like, oh, Lord, I'm so glad my ex is back. I don't even know what to do. These people out here are crazy. But you need to have those 3 conversations. But I'm going to be honest, y'all. My patience is running thin for my friends that's going back and forth. It really is. And I need you to hear this. So if you in that situation, please think about your friends. Think about the fact that you broke up and they had to listen to that. And now that person coming back around. And maybe y'all broke up again. And here they go. They got to listen again. And you keep going back and forth, back and forth. Keep your friends in mind. Okay, does anybody think to themselves, wow, like my friends have been here throughout all of this. Like maybe I need to chill. Like, maybe I need to figure this out on my own because I'm wearing my friends out. That's it. That's all I'm saying. But it just be a whole lot. And like I said, I have more patience than a little bit. I listen to people's problems for a living. But even still, it's a lot. It's a lot. Look, the one man that I wound up taking back, it was an ex, and we went back and forth twice. I kid y'all not, I've never done this with another man in my life. But it's something about this man. We went back and forth twice, and the first time, I kept it deep on the low. I didn't tell nobody. I didn't talk to nobody about it. You would have never known that I was seeing that man again. Because when I tell y'all I kept it on the low, I kept it on the hush. I kept it on the hush. And maybe 3 or 4 months went by. And look, it was like deep undercover, right? 3 or 4 months went by. And we went to a gala. And that's when people were like, oh, oh, okay, y'all. You doing this again, right? But I kept that thing on the deep low. And look, my mama found out, and she didn't like him in the first place. She like, oh, you're talking to him again, and blah-de-blah. I said, Ma, I'm taking my time. I'm trying to work through this. I'm figuring out what it is, what it's going to be, what it was, or whatever. And truth be told, the reason for both breakups was commitment. It was commitment. He's not a bad guy. He's a great guy. And he could not commit to remarrying. That's what broke us up. He just could not commit. And he loved me to death. I loved him to death. He was a great guy. He is a great guy. But there is a level of commitment that I require. And once we had been dating for 2 years, I just basically very directly said, hey, is this going in the direction of marriage? Because if it's not, like, I'm going to have to end this. I don't believe in having long-term companionate relationships. I don't believe in, these 10-year engagements. Like, either you want to be with me or you don't, and you want to present a ring and you want to get married. And the truth is, he just basically said, I don't know. So in my world, I don't know means no. And I left, like, right then. I just got up and left, and that was that. Everybody who knows me has heard this story. So not a bad guy at all, a great guy. But if you cannot commit, I have to go about my business. I'm not interested in a long-term companionate relationship. I'm interested in being married. So, 3-4 months go by, and he's, watching me on social media and liking my posts and looking at my stories and all of this foolishness. And we cross paths, and we start talking again. But when I tell y'all, I kept that thing so deep on the low. Everybody, look, and I would just disappear from the house. My kids be like, where you going? What you doing? Oh, I'm like, I kept that thing deep on the low. And then, like, 4 months after, that's when we showed up at this gala. And we dated it for another year. And I was like, hey, what you doing? I don't know. Look, went to couples therapy. I was like, what we doing? Broke up again. Because I was like, this feels like time wasted. Just don't feel good. This man, he reeled me back in again. And we did our little dance, and then Anita was done. I said, nope, I can't do this no more. I said, you are a lovely man. I love you, but I can't do this. We don't want the same thing. And it was like a war of wills. He loved me and wanted me to stay his girlfriend, and I loved him and wanted him to be my husband. And it was like back and forth. It was just a war of wills. And then finally, I said, look, I'm good. I said, we good. We gonna forever be good. I said, but I'm looking for a husband. I'd like for that to be you, but if it ain't gonna be you, then I'm gonna go out and find somebody else. And that was it. That was 5 years ago. So sometimes you got to stand on business, ladies. You got to choose somebody that wants the same relationship that you want. And you got to choose somebody that's like, it don't take them 5 years to figure it out. It should take 2 years. It should not take forever. But that's my little go back and forth story. Because I had never done it before. Never even thought about it. And especially with my then husband, y'all, never thought about taking him back. I was like, no, I do not do that. I don't go backwards. I'm very, very, very adamant about that. That was the first and let's hope the last man that I go back and forth with. Because I was like, what is wrong with me? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But it's like, I got a couple friends that's in this back and forth, and it's wearing me out, y'all. It's just wearing me out. All right, I'm getting ready to charge the car. I'm waiting for the charging station to open up, and I'm going in the mall. And I got 2 more souvenirs to buy before I wrap all this souvenir buying up, because I'm getting ready to wrap it up. And then, what else? I have had such a busy day. I've gone to the zoo. I've gone to, what's the name of it? It is called Papago Park. I went to Hole in Rock. I am headed to Echo Canyon Trail and Camelback Mountain next. And, oh my gosh, like I said, I'm going to sleep good tonight. I'm going to sleep really good tonight. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who has joined the channel. I have lots of new subscribers, and I just thank you all for joining the channel. I thank you for your comments. Like, your comments give me life. You have no idea how great it is to read your comments. Your comments give me life. They encourage me to keep going with this channel. I have a platform over on Instagram. Please join me there. Consider following me on Instagram. It's Better Love Movement. And my platform over there is huge, and I am just trying to grow my YouTube channel. So I'm taking a break from Instagram, but I am taking 30 to 60 days to just work on my YouTube channel, continue putting out content, continue answering your questions. If you have a question, ask it in the comments. If you have a question, I'm going to post today, and I'm going to put a poll on the post about content you'd like to see made or questions you have about dating, about relationships. So feel free to put your questions in the comment section, and I will answer them, or I will create content about it, okay? And remember, if you want to work one-on-one, you can do so by using my Pillar link, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and share it with someone that you know could benefit from it. And consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. And as always, stay open to love.